Hi, Nicki Play here. I haven't vlogged in a while. Sorry. I can never stick with something. I tell myself I'm gonna do something, I never stick with it. I told myself at the beginning, before even the beginning of this year, that I was going to vlog every day. Didn't do it. Definitely didn't do it. Fell out of it within a month. It was bad. I did semi-daily, like every other day, so that was decent for a while, and then I just completely failed. I tried to say I tried, but I didn't try that bad. I keep on telling myself every day, I'm gonna vlog, and then I don't. I'm smart. You know, whatever. So, the last game we had, well, it was pretty awesome. We were able to, so Oda summoned a fire dwarf thing, a celestial fire dwarf thing, and we were gonna repair this fountain that would help us get back from the Shadowfell to the regular world. And it wasn't good. What happened? It wasn't bad. It was pretty good, actually. On the whole, pretty good. We didn't end up fighting. We didn't end up in a full-on fight with a white dragon. We went out, damaged the dragon a little bit. We banished the dragon, and I immediately cast Leoman's tiny hut over that fountain. Which, it helped for a good bit, because like right after the dragon reappeared, Leoman's tiny hut popped up. And while we were physically protected, the dragon, it was a white dragon thankfully, so it took a while to figure it out. But the white dragon figured out, oh, it could still blast us with cold. So 2 of us got a level of exhaustion, so that was fun. It was so dumb. But we were able to escape the Shadowfell. That was great. And then, all the fun times. So, yeah. I don't even know. After getting free from there, we were having a small argument and bickering, and then Nicola decided, okay, you know what, no, I'm getting out of here, and I'm going downstairs to look out and see what's going on in the outside world, because the top floor of that that necromancer's tower was no windows, so no one could see out. So I went down, looked out, and there's a celebration going on in the center of town, and my group foolishly thought they were celebrating us. Not quite. They were celebrating this other party, and at first we were kind of jealous. Nicola, being a foolhardy idiot, decided, okay, everyone let's jump out of here and I'll cast Featherfall. Let's skip sweeping the tower. Let's skip seeing if things are safe. So let's just jump out the window and just slowly float. And Kellery was awesome and was riffing, and like no one noticed because everyone was focused on the center of town where this party was going on. And we realized there was a whole group and so, and there was just a whole bunch of interactions and then a whole bunch of stupidness surrounding the bird necromancer who was just there was a lot of stuff going on. When we were leaving, we grabbed a bird cage that Kellery was originally in when she was a songbird, and so we stuffed the necromancer into that bird cage, and then we were going out to see what was going on and all that. And they were like, "Oh, you're the ones who defeated the necromancer." And they were like, and we have a little fire spirit guy, Faller, and Nicholas sent out a message saying, so about that, the stuffing the bird in the bag plan, let's try that. And so Oda did it. Oda stuffed the bird into the bag, and after so long, he went up to the wizard of the group, Jafar, and told him about that and said, either there's going to be a really angry necromancer coming out, or there's going to be a dead bird. Then at the end, we came over. He got Nicola to go gather everyone, so she did. And everyone was grouped around, and we looked as he pulled out the birdcage, and the perfectly fine necromancer bird. Apparently she don't need to breathe when she's in that cage. That's fun. It's so much just insanity. But yeah, fun times. Fun times. Trying to tell a linear story is hard, especially when it lasts over like 4 hours. Oof. Oof. Stop. Anyways, so after dealing with all that, there was a whole bunch of embarrassment and back and forth trying to figure out what. Oda went up to the tower and set the bird away for a little while, and we had a whole discussion. Nicola was trying to explain what was going on to the other group, and just going red in the face because she's embarrassed, and embarrassed that she's embarrassed. And fun times. Yeah. The one who's so good at being persuasive, failing at conversation. Yeah, lovely. You see, Nicola has the high charisma. I do not. But yeah, fun times. Fun times. Glasses, go on. Here we go. What else happened? There was a lot that happened. Okay, so previously there was a whole situation with kobolds who were celebrating Flavios, and there was a lot of drama that went on with Flavios. This was before we even got to the town with the necromancer. Or, well, before the bulk of the group got to the town with the necromancer. But yeah. So, Flavios went off with Isis, the paladin of the other group, and they had a night, which is interesting because Flavios is a centaur. Yeah. Isis is a normal humanoid. Yeah. Anyway. Kellery is really raising the bar on being a musical bard because, well, I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I love being a bard because I love to sing, and I have a few cute ideas, and I'm not a good bard. I think it's mainly because I am, a fucking coward, and human interaction. Ooh, not my strong point. But yeah. So then the following day, we find out, or actually not even the following day, that same day, Oda freaks out. Well, really, Clyde freaks out because he realizes this. But we take ownership of the Necromancer's Tower. So now it's our tower, and we're apparently going to be taking the rules from Stronghold and something. I don't know. but we're going to get benefits from this tower. And eventually we're going to be getting this game, we're going to be implementing this crafting system called Witchcraft, which I'm so hyped about. Because through that, I plan on making a battle violin, and it'll be fun. I was planning to use my sword, but there's a whole other thing about that. That night, we all go to sleep. Then Nicola thinks she wakes up. And she sees a bird at the end of her bed. And I say, okay, I reach towards the bird thinking that I was going to I don't know, I was thinking I would just reach out and see if the bird would hop on my hand or something. But DM says, okay, you reach out and crush the bird. And you wake up and you have the sword in your hand. I'm like, no, I didn't want to crush the bird. I was freaking out. So, my sword is an intelligent sword, and it's a soul-stealing sword. Because Nicola takes a second, and she does identify again on that sword, and oh my goddess. The sword already has 3 souls contained within, and I'm just like, no! What can I do? I don't know what to do. I need to help this. So we're gonna DM. We're gonna have a little mini thing in between just us at another time to me and the DM to find out what actually goes on, because Nicola decides that after, first off, I'm jumping ahead again. But Nicola goes to Oda and gets the sword unbound from her. And he offers to take the sword. Nicola don't want that, because this is an easily corruptible thing. And it wants you to hurt people and defeat it. And Oda thinks about himself. He doesn't really think about others so much. So it's kind of he would definitely be all about the self-preservation, and he's easily corruptible that way. I would say that's just my own personal observation. But yeah. Nicola was a bitch this last game. Oh, to Oda specifically. And she was showing some darker signs in her willingness to kill the necromancer. I don't think Kellery liked that. Though Kellery does like Nicola. Oh God. I've talked so much. And I've talked so much and I've talked so little at the same time. Okay, so we go through what's his name? Oda is paying the wizard from the other group, Jafar, which just made me chuckle, to make a teleportation circle. So now Jafar is just going to be, hanging out in the town for the next year, because that's what he's got to do to make a teleportation circle in our tower. So that's a thing. And it's going to be bound to our ship, which, don't ask me how that's possible. But oh my gosh, so much has happened. So since we were able to get to the ship that way, yeah, we were able to go to that ship, and from that we were able to go to a bigger town, and so. Using that opportunity, Nicola sent off her letter to her mother, which I may read at another time. I might read that to y'all, see what y'all think, if I can figure out how to do that. It requires a lot of effort. But yeah. So she mailed off her letter, and her, Kellery, Flavios, I think that's all of us that were introduced. We're introduced to... We were all introduced to the group on their ship, which I now know where the name of the campaign, Good King's Chariot, comes from. That's the name of the ship that they're on. And there's a very interesting ship captain who is a prismatic dragonborn, which is interesting. They're cool. In my opinion, I'm weird. Okay, yeah, still have 20 minutes. Not 20 minutes to record though, because I'm at 15 minutes. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my Aeon. I have to double check because I'm gonna say that wrong, and that's my character's goddess, and I can't be saying that wrong. But yeah. Oh, by the way, creepy priest from the other group is also a priest of Ion, who is named Priest. His parents named him Priest. Apparently, he's named after he who birthed him too, so that's fine. But yeah, like not his mother, like the person who delivered him. I guess I don't know.